Well, at least he suffered.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandrine, this is Americ.
Hello.
Let's talk about Teen Wolf Season 6, Episode 7, Heartless. Let's start with some quick thoughts.
Ooh.
Americ was happy.
Yes.
We saw what happened to Theo in the underworld.
Yes, he suffered quite
Over
a bit.
and over
His
and
sister.
over again.
You know, basically what he did to his sister, that's exactly what happened to him.
No, he didn't rip her heart out.
Oh,
He killed her.
He killed her and then
But he let her drown.
And then the Dread Doctors took her heart and put him in him.
And put him in him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taking her heart back. Wow, Sandrine.
Wow. Now you just got it. But
Yeah.
you know what's interesting about that whole
Got it.
scene of him getting his heart ripped out? It reminded me of the pocket dimension in Angel. So for all you Angel fans who've ever watched this show, there's like this pocket dimension where people are sent in to get punished. And the way it works is that you wake up and you have like this fake family and everything looks good. And then at some point you go down the basement and there's a demon that rips your heart out every single time. And
that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, that's from Angel. And Lindsay was actually subjected to it. Gunn was subjected to it. So it was like exactly the same
so
thing
funny.
over and over again. The only thing is, when you wake up, you don't remember. And then you gradually sort of like remember that, oh shit, oh
This
my God,
happened
oh yeah, this
already.
happened. Versus,
You know what? That's not as bad.
That's not as-
because if you remember, then you know what's coming. Like I feel like that's worse.
I know, but you can prepare yourself, right? At some point, he was like, it's okay, I won't fight you. Like, the first one,
No,
you're like,
but-
you reset every single time. So I think it's worse. So many callbacks.
Oh my
So many
God.
callbacks,
I
guys.
know.
So many callbacks. This is so cool.
For me, when I was watching this, at the end, I looked at the title of the episode and I'm like, gives a whole new meaning to Heartless.
How can you be so heartless?
So Malia is still channeling Americ this episode,
I was
where
like,
she's like, give me a minute with Theo. Why? So I can kill him.
Like,
and like,
yes.
just
I love-
let me kill him. Come on.
Malia
Come on.
is bae. She's so cool. Like, seriously, she
Whenever she just like grunts, I feel like that's
that's
grunting,
me.
like,
That's just like, pummel him. And everybody was like, you can't trust him. It's like, we know, but we have to take a shot. Do you? Do you have to take a shot? I feel like there were other options. Malia had options. They weren't that helpful, but there were options.
Speaking of Malia, we also found out that Peter is alive.
Yeah. He made it.
He made it thanks to Melissa going like, boink.
With the 7
For a
herbs.
second there, I thought, wait, is she killing him? I'm like, no. she's saving him.
Yeah. So it's interesting that basically the scene with her and Chris basically led to this whole, Peter coming
That's
back
true.
to life and everything. And he's back to his old self.
Yeah, and I love how he's like, to Malia, you have no self-preservation instinct. How are you my daughter? Seriously, let's protect ourselves.
I still think he's gonna die. I honestly like...
Ultimately, he might just sacrifice himself and
Yet
prove
again.
that he doesn't have the self-preservation instinct.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
And I'm gonna call it out right now. That his last words is like, turns out I don't have a self-preservation instinct. You are my daughter. Boom! Hire me! Hire me!
No, because if we hired you, you'd just kill Theo.
Hire me! Hire me!
Do we want to talk about the Nazi werewolf?
Do we want to talk about the Nazi werewolf? The accent? The ridiculous accent? The guy who's literally faking having a perfect American accent.
Which is not possible, by the way.
It's not possible!
If you have a German accent when you speak, or any type of accent when you speak English, you cannot fake not having an accent. That makes no sense.
You can do the other way around. You can fake having an accent.
Right, which
but
is
you cannot
ridiculous.
fake not having an accent. And then suddenly your natural voice is like, hello. This is my German accent coming out. This is my normal voice.
I don't feel like that's a German
You
accent.
know what? It's close enough. You get the point.
No, but I feel like, I was just like, why does he suddenly have a German accent? Is he like doing the German accent on purpose now?
It was
to be
so
like,
silly. It was
hey, I'm German.
Hey,
I'm a Nazi.
Hey, I'm German. I have a
In
German
case you
accent.
didn't get it.
In case you weren't like clear about this, I have a... Come on, man.
That was weird.
That was weird. That was...
Moving on to Sheriff Stalinsky remembering Stiles and breaking down the
walls. It was so symbolic in so many ways.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we might have an answer as to what the whole wife is about, or Claudia.
Yeah, basically, Lydia kind of like has a working theory, which seems
which
like it's
makes actually
a lot of
a lot of
sense.
sense. Makes the most sense out of all of the theories.
But
right?
you know what? Here's my thing with. So she's claiming that basically Sheriff Stalinsky conjured up his wife out of sheer grief, right? Just because he couldn't
right,
deal
because
with
he
it.
couldn't be alone.
But I thought the reason why that banshee from Canaan managed to conjure up her son is because she was a banshee. That was my thought.
Right. Well, we're not sure.
So anyone can conjure up anything as long as it's like they need this to function?
Well, maybe it's only if they've been affected by the ghostwriter, because there's already some sort of magic around you, making you forget.
Look.
So-
I thought it was banshee related. Possibly in this particular case, it's just grief related.
I think it's just grief related. I think for her, it was just like everybody left, so she just conjured up back someone to be with her, which was her son. For Sheriff Stalinsky, if you think about it, even though there's still people around him, he loves his son so much that he couldn't bear having no one. Like, he already lost his wife.
It's
and he's like,
beautiful. But, and
and then the throwing of the shirt, you don't see it.
Here's the thing.
That was...
Someone had a theory in our previous comments that I think may apply here. The sheriff is a banshee.
A banshee?
Yeah.
So, like, he's a banshee?
Is a male banshee.
Why?
It's a possibility. Canaan woman conjured up her son because he's a banshee. Yeah. Sheriff conjured up his wife because he's a banshee. It makes sense that he's like, oh, now he's seeing the shirt. The same way Lydia, the banshee, was seeing the shirt.
But why wouldn't... I don't know. Because
it's a possibility. I'm not
what?
dismissing it. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, but...
People can make their own conclusions and decisions about this. I'm just sharing with the people.
It was a good scene.
It was a great scene.
It was awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
Primo scene. We approve completely.
Stamp of approval from HappyCool. Moving on to catching a ghostwriter.
God, don't get me started on this. For once, Theo and I were on the same page.
Theo is like, I feel like that's a bad idea. And Americ is like, see, even Theo thinks...
Theo agrees with me. That was a terrible idea.
You know that if Americ and Theo agree, something's wrong.
Something's going on. I mean, to be honest, the whole thing was cool, right? Like, very well thought out. I would have to give it to them. And then did give, way to a lot of fantastic scenes with Parrish coming.
Yeah. So they can control Parrish?
They can control Parrish!
Or like they have some sort of connection?
Yeah.
And they can like hypnotize him a little bit?
A little bit. It looks...
I will say though, Parrish, don't follow me. Why does he always do this?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's always running away. It's like, dude, if you could like explain before you go, that'd be nice.
But he's so cool. He's such a cool, underutilized character.
It is an I feel like this is Kira all over again.
I know. Oh, God. They just give them so many cool powers. And they just use them to just not do much. He was just being pushed this episode. He transformed and was pushed. Literally. That's the entirety of the usage of his powers. Really? Damn. Not cool.
But I think the most surprising part of it, apart from the German accent, which just came out of nowhere, it was that Mr. Douglas, well, we knew he was a werewolf. Like, we're like, okay, he's a Nazi werewolf. Okay, we get it. But I didn't, first of all, why is he stronger than the Ghost Riders? Why was he able to defeat the Ghost? Because Scott had to, like, push quite a bit to close the door. Like, he wasn't able to really fight them off. And he was able to eat their pineal gland.
Yeah. Seriously, he whooped that Ghost Rider's ass like that.
Even the other Ghost Riders are like, never mind, we're gonna go.
Oh, sorry, Holmes. We gotta go. We had this thing going on. We'll be back, though. We'll be back. Like, guys.
So he got the pineal gland, which now apparently gives him their powers.
Yeah.
And he took Corey. Why would he take Corey?
Look,
first of all, why does he take Corey?
There's so many things we don't know.
Yeah, but why does he take Corey?
Yeah.
Why does he suddenly have their powers? Why is he, like, is he now a Ghost Rider? Does he want to help them? Is he their, like, master? What's going on?
He's a Ghost Rider and a Nazi werewolf with an accent.
He's a Nazi were-writer. Or he's a Nazi ghost wolf.
Nazi... No, that's... Oh.
Were-writer.
He's
a Nazi were-writer.
Nazi. I don't. You know what, guys? Comment below. Give us some names.
He's a Nazi were-ghostwriter.
Okay, wow, guys, comment below. The best person to come up with a really original name wins our gratitude. Yeah. I think that he's indeed has their power because he consumed the pineal gland. Number one.
We didn't even know they had a pineal gland to begin with. Like
they are people.
Yeah, but maybe you don't know.
They were transformed,
okay.
But they're people nevertheless. The other thing is the fact that he took the whip and took Corey away is there to mess things up for the team. I honestly think that's what's currently happening because, and this is my theory, the next episode is titled Blitzkrieg. You're like, what is Blitzkrieg? Blitzkrieg is a German term for lightning war, a military tactic designed to create disorganization among enemy forces through the use of mobile forces and locally concentrated firepower. Basically,
they're going to war.
Yeah, he's going to war against Scott's pack. I think that's what it is.
What does he want?
He wants to live. He needs
a lot. Oh yeah.
He wants to live.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, he's weakening Scott's pack so that maybe he can take Scott's pineal gland, therefore becoming extra super werewolf alpha.
Extra super werewolf.
Huh? Who's with that name? Who's with me?
We would love to hear what your theories are. What do you think this whole, Nazi werewolf eating the pineal gland of a ghost rider is about?
German-speaking accent.
For no reason.
No reason. Yeah. What do you think the agenda is? So suddenly reveal that everyone has an accent? Is Scott British? Who knows?
Scott British.
We're going too far with this.
Right.
But guys, comment below, let us know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video.
Share it with all your friends. It's always helpful.
It's always helpful. And make sure to subscribe, obviously, so you don't miss any of our Teen Wolf reviews.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Whoa. Watch me whip. Watch me nene. Watch me whip, and take Corey. And watch me whip.